In the previous video, you learned how to enter a simple multi-level dive profile into divePAL Basic. Let's now look at some of the more advanced planning features available in divePAL Full and divePAL Nitrox. Let's start with divePAL Full. The first new feature that you will notice is the ability to customize the surface air consumption for each individual dive directly on the planning screen. You can use this feature to customize your dive plan based on the type of activity and/or conditions you expect for each specific dive. Again, the surface air consumption value that you will enter will be used by divePAL to estimate your gas consumption in the analysis screen. Another very useful advanced feature available in divePAL Full is the ability to create a dive plan starting from an existing dive profile. For example, to plan your dive on the US Coast Guard Cutter Duane, you could search for dives, either real, virtual, or planned, made on the Duane. To get started, tap the button Start from Existing Profile. Select All Users. Then tap the dive site button, then the dive site name, and enter the name of the dive site you want to search for. In this case, we entered Duane. Tap on Back, and then tap on Search. The Duane is now listed in the box. Tap it to use it. Now, tap Search Existing Logs to retrieve dive profiles from the server. Select a log to preview it, and tap Accept to use it and import it to your dive planner. Now, if you want, you can modify it by moving individual points, deleting points, or adding new ones. To use this dive and move to the Analyze screen, tap the Analyze Dive button. Another important feature of divePAL Full is the ability to create a dive plan for a series of dives. To do so, just tap the Create Sequence button on the Analyze screen. The app will show a list of your planned dives and their relevant information. Right now, we only have one dive in the sequence. Tap on the plus button to add another dive. First, we need to enter the surface interval. Let's make it 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then tap the OK button. And the app will show the main planning screen for the next dive. For this one, we will stay a bit shallower. Enter the data points manually as you have learned in the previous video. When you are satisfied with this new dive profile, tap Analyze Dive to add this dive to the series. As mentioned earlier, with the full version you can create a series of 3 dives, while with the Nitrox version you can plan up to 6 dives in a series. Lastly, if you have the Nitrox version, you can plan a dive using a gas mix with up to 50% oxygen.